Hey there, pal. I've got something a little different to dive into today, and it's all about managing the tech behind your website or app, specifically how we handle site reliability at Microsoft Azure. You see, when I'm talking to folks about keeping services humming and not too hot to handle, we're really discussing site reliability engineering, or SRE for short. And as a senior cloud architect, this is right up my alley, especially in Azure. You are familiar with how crucial it is for an online presence to be reliable, right? Because, let's face it, nobody's cool if your service goes down while they're counting on it the most, like during a flash sale or just trying to log in. SRE is like this behind-the-scenes superhero cape we don to make sure we ace that trust, ensuring things are stable, accessible, and at their best performance when we need them to be. Now, we are talking Azure, which is this massive, flexible, and power-packed cloud service by Microsoft. And when it comes to SRE, Azure is like, hey, we're the playground here, so let's get things right. First things first, you need to understand that SRE here isn't just about fixing things after they break, it's about being smart from the get-go. It's a way through design and development that makes sure we are not stressing out our systems and, by extension, our users. Let's chat architecture. You can't just slap Azure with any old service and expect it to be reliable. It needs to grow and scale properly. I've seen it all from monolithic headaches to microservices triumphs. In Azure, this can be done with virtual machines, with Azure Functions, and even with the fancy schmancy Azure Kubernetes service for containerized app architectures. And don't forget services like Azure Service Fabric. It's like the Swiss Army knife for orchestrating and running services reliably across the cloud. Once we got our architecture down pat, we start with the knitting, which, in this case, is configuring. I can't stress enough the importance of solid infrastructure as code. You automate your config process, script your deployments using ARM templates or Terraform, and you minimize human errors. That's the real trick. And automation is my jam, trust me. Monitoring is the next slice of the action. I like to set up Azure Monitor and Log Analytics to keep a constant eye on the game, with dashboards and autoscale to keep things running just in time without overdoing it on the resources. Oh, and troubleshooting, here's the part folks get anxious about. You need skills in diagnosing issues quickly, and Azure native tools like Azure Service Health and Azure Cognitive Search can be lifesavers. Plus, Azure support is ready to swoop in if things look sketchy. As for best practices, they are the tried and trusted moves that keep everything running like clockwork consistently. And let me tell you, you don't just follow any regurgitated advice. You dig into case studies, the stories where we put things to the test, what happened, how we fixed it, and what we didn't do that saved future headaches. To spice up the mix, I've got templates, scripts, and sample deployments that I've been using, so feel free to peek and, hey, learn something new. We talk about patterns like immutable infrastructure and blue-green deployments to avoid the common pitfalls and keep our services fresh without disrupting the user experience. We've barely scratched the surface on Azure's SRE goldmine, but I hope I've fired up your curiosity to take a deeper look into this world. Now, if you are itching for that knowledge boost on SRE practices for Azure and want to get started doing it right, I'm throwing all my energy into it. So, drop me a note or give me a shout at neeraj@qzz.io, and remember, subscribe to TechLab to keep up with all the latest in SRE and Azure. Catch you on the high side. Asterisk if you found this rundown of SRE in Azure enlightening and want to chat more or get specific tips, just drop me a line and remember to check out TechLab. Visit Neeraj at qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab for more tech wisdom.